We're in Jordan at an Air Force base where preparations are underway. Pallets with food and very necessary supplies for people in Gaza are being loaded onto these planes, these C-130s, and soon will be taking off from here, flying over the southern Gaza Strip so that all these necessities can be dropped from the plane. "10 months into war between Israel and Hamas. A death toll of 40,000 people and a dire humanitarian crisis. 2 million people suffering from starvation, disease, and injuries. Airdrops of food and medicine, one way to get supplies into Gaza. The hope to save at least some lives. A smooth takeoff, then we fly west toward the Dead Sea, over Israeli territory toward the Gaza Strip. The operation is to drop food rations over southern Gaza, where the most brutal fighting has occurred. These pallets behind me will be airdropped into the Gaza Strip. Very soon we're going to be flying about 30,000 feet over the southern side of the Strip, and troops on board are going to send these out. They're going to fall right out of the plane, and these are parachutes that will make sure these drop where they need to go in the Strip. Once we're in the air, the crew check crate attachments, making sure everything is secure. A thick cardboard base meant to cushion the landing impact. Some strap parachutes to their backs, a safety measure for when the plane opens mid-air for the drop. They've now opened the back of the plane. Now we're nearing the Strip itself on the southern side. We can now see the Strip. There goes the first drop. You can see the destruction in the Gaza Strip from the plane. We're about 3,000 feet above ground right now. The second drop has occurred. Parachutes are opening. Pallets are on their way down. The job done within minutes. The plane hold is sealed. It's hard to control exactly where the packages will land, even with GPS guides attached. Goods have ended up in the sea, crates hitting people, causing injuries and deaths. Airdrops are a method of last resort, expensive operations with no real guarantee that the aid will get to those who need it most. But for now, it's one of few lifelines possible. Israeli authorities have been slow to approve deliveries. Some goods banned, like tents with metal poles, over concerns they could be repurposed by Hamas for weapons. That means food and medicine going into Gaza has slowed to a trickle. And when goods do make it in, people fight to grab their share, desperate to survive. Where I'm standing now in the plane is where the pallets were, the parcels of food that were sent into Gaza. The troops aboard the plane have now completed the aid drop. The food supplies have been sent out, parachuted down to the ground. Soldiers are taking a bit of a break now as we fly back to Jordan. Because we flew so close to the ground, it was very easy to see the scale of destruction that has occurred in this war in Gaza itself. The dirt, the rubble, all these buildings leveled all the way down to the ground. As we fly away from Gaza, the border to Egypt becomes visible. Egypt with trees and buildings. Gaza, all dust and desolation.